Mark Zuckerberg is building a doomsday bunker in Hawaii. What does he know that we don't know? Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the founder of Facebook, Instagram, Meta, the billionaire, I suppose, at this point, Mark Zuckerberg, building a $100 million compound in Hawaii that features a doomsday bunker. Now, the total cost of everything, of buying the land and the permits, all this and that, you're talking about $270 million with an M dollars. And the question is, why Hawaii? Why the doomsday bunker? Why so much money? Now, before we get into the article that has pictures and more details and possibly some answers to those questions, I have one question. Didn't we just see a movie about this, about a doomsday bunker, something really nice? It was really rich. The movie on Netflix, Leave the World Behind by the Obamas. Is it a coincidence? Could this be one of the people that were referred to in the movie? Spoiler alert. But in the movie, they were talking about people that are elite and they know things are going on and they're able to escape. Mark Zuckerberg would be called a prepper and a tinfoil hat wearer if he was not Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, if he was you or I built in the doomsday bunker, what are you getting prepared for? All this and that. Okay, pretty interesting. But let's go ahead and get into the actual article and some pictures. You see what's going on here. This is on the website called Hollywood Unlocked, but the actual article was featured on Wired. We'll get to that in a minute, but you guys got to see the doomsday bunker first and foremost, and you see the headline here. Mark Zuckerberg reportedly building top secret compound. Well, it ain't that top secret. We see a picture of a rendition of a, rendering of it right here. Building a top secret compound in Hawaii equipped with an escape hatch, blind doors, and an underground bunker. Again, if he was not Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest guys in the world, big tech bro, if he was not that, then he would be considered a prepper, tinfoil hat, all this and that and the third. Now, you see the bunker right there. It's pretty impressive. Okay, we're going underground. We got basically like a house totally underground, and it's pretty deep. You see the flights of stairs right there. So I'm impressed. That's pretty impressive. That right there would definitely help you out in the event of a nuclear fallout, maybe even a tsunami. One thing about Hawaii, people may not know, it's not just like a flat piece of land. There's mountains. So I would presume this is going to be up in the mountainous area where you're going to have plenty of space to build. You're not going to be on a sea level. You're going to be encased in rock, nice and secure, kind of off in the cut. You're not going to be on mainland U.S. That's something else because you're kind of in a remote area right here in Hawaii, and I'm sure he'll have plenty of food and power and all that he'll need to survive for an extended period of time. If you're on mainland U.S., people can come to you. You're going to need to have more security than you would right here on Hawaii Island. But there is security on this particular piece of land. Don't get it twisted. There's gates and walls and everything else. So, of course, this was investigated by Wired. We'll get to that article in a minute, but they say details about the estate have been released. The in-depth investigation reportedly uncovered that the secret compound possesses several non-traditional features, like an underground bunker with a concrete-filled metal door. Very interesting. The metal door, try beating that down with your battering ram or anything like that. You're not getting through. Okay. A metal door, an escape hatch, and a collection of 11 disc-shaped tree houses. We'll get to that in a minute, perhaps. We're talking about UFOs. What's going on with that? Connected by rope bridges, allowing visitors to cross from one building to the next while staying among the treetops. Well, you'll have a public place above ground where you'll have friends, family, whatever, visitors coming through. There might even be like a public place for people to come. I don't think you have it open to tourists, perhaps. Maybe in the future, but not right now. So that'd be for the normies that come through. But the bunker, that's going to be for him and his family, his wife, kids, etc. Let's keep on going. In addition to some extreme security infrastructure, and we'll get to that in a minute, the report claims that Zuckerberg's compound is comprised of about 12 buildings, including several guest homes and structures designated for agriculture and ranching. So we're getting more to the prepping. Not only would you have a bunker that'll be fully kitted out, power, food, water sources, etc., you're also going to have like a self-sustaining system. You have a farm, you'd be able to grow your vegetables, you'd be able to grow your your meat, your milk, whatever it is. You have all that right there on the compound. Okay, so if there's no disaster or anything, you could just be above the ground. Everything's right there. You're good. You're self-sufficient on that particular piece of land. Now, when disaster does strike, when things do hit the fan, go up on the ground, hang out there, and you'll be totally secure. Okay, so he's definitely, Mark Zuckerberg, from what I'm reading, might be the most prolific prepper of all time. Let's keep on going. Additionally, the whole Hawaii compound reportedly boasts at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms inside of its two main residential structures. The two mansions also reportedly include a gym, pool, sauna, hot tub, cold plunge, and a tennis court, in addition to several other luxurious and unconventional amenities. Now, my question would be, when we're talking about wastewater, things of this nature, we're talking about septic tank, how does that really work in this particular place? Will it be some kind of innovative system to recycle some things or get it back into the surrounding area safely? How is that really going to work? I like to know the inner workings of the maintenance, the plumbing, heating, cooling, water. How's all that work? I'm sure that these are going to be very high-tech features as well. It's not just going to be something as simple as, okay, we're going to have city water run into you. I want to know how they do the whole situation. Let's keep on going. As mentioned, the most shocking part of Zuckerberg's top secret compound is what is below the surface. According to the plans obtained by Wired, the two main mansions will be joined by a tunnel that branches off into a 5,000 square foot underground shelter. 5,000 square foot. Now, that's humongous. Okay, my house I live in right now is a pretty, I would say, pretty decent sized house. It's a pretty big house. My house is 2,800 square feet. That includes a 2-car garage. I have 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Okay, I got a pretty decent sized house. Now, that's half, a little more than half of his entire underground shelter. Okay, so he has a really, really big home. And now I presume there's no garage in there or anything like that. It's just total space. I wonder how many beds and baths are going to be in there. And again, it's all underground. That's humongous. Anyway, this bunker is reportedly set to include living spaces, rooms for mechanical equipment, an escape hatch, and includes doors found on bomb shelters that are filled with concrete. Sources have also told the publication Zuckerberg's compound will be completely self-sufficient, okay, thanks to an 18-foot tall water tank. There, I was looking for that right there. You have your own water tank, everything, 18-foot tall water tank and pump system, and thanks to the agriculture and ranching structures where extensive food production is already in the works. Per several people interviewed by Wired, on the condition of anonymity, many employees working at Mark Zuckerberg's Hawaii compound have been fired for speaking out. It is reported that hundreds of workers have been prohibited from sharing any information about the projects they're working on, or taking photos, or even speaking with other teams at the site per strict NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. So you got guys working on this signing NDAs so they don't go blabbering to the media. So it's secret, but it's not so secret. Okay, we know about it, but we don't know a lot about it. There's no pictures on the inside or anything like that because you got NDAs going on. According to locals, Zuckerberg's 1,400-acre property, where he reportedly acquired over several years various LLCs, is surrounded by a 6-foot stone wall and has been kept top secret since the inception. Now, we're going to get into it. So he's married. They got 3 kids. His wife is Priscilla Chan. They got 3 kids, Maxima, August, and Aurelia. All right, now let's get into the actual pictures of the compound. You see, this is a article from New York Post, and that right there is the actual site of the compound. So you see, it's kind of a mountainous area, but it's right close to the water as well. So you'll be able to have access to get off the island via boat or whatever. And I'm sure there's boats and helicopters and all kind of stuff on site to be able to go from point A to point B to be able to escape. It might even be a whole runway right here somewhere for a jet to land. And that's more of the site. You see how you're close to the water, but you're mountainous. Okay. And that's probably going to be where the compound is. So you'll be up there and you'll have plenty of space in the mountain to be able to be secure. All right. Now let's get to the Wired. And you see here, you got a big wall. All right. That's going to block a lot of the area off. You're not going to really be able to get on it. See the wall right there. Let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see that. pretty decent sized gate and wall. It's funny how a lot of the people like Zuckerberg, a lot of people that claim to be liberal, I'm not saying that he's liberal necessarily. He might not necessarily be at this point, but a lot of people will have walls and security and gun towers and all kind of stuff. They'll be the main ones that push for open borders. And you got to ask yourself why. Why can you have a wall and security and all types of stuff, but we can't? Now, here we have a watchtower up in the tree. What do they call this? A guard tower looks over Larson's Beach, which abuts the Zuckerberg property. So you're going to have watchtowers, security. Maybe some of them tree houses are going to have security in it as well. So that's a thing. And there's more of the wall, you got a wall and a fence. And the fence could be electrified. Maybe it is, maybe it didn't. I can't really tell. But I will link to this article from Wired in the box so you can see more of the pictures of the site on the outside at least. You're not going to really be able to get inside pictures or construction pictures due to the NDAs and things of this nature. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out Zuckerberg for being, again, the most prolific prepper in the country, maybe even the world. Is he going to get called a tinfoil hat wearer? Is he going to get called a conspiracy theorist? Is he going to get called paranoid? Maybe, maybe not, but I doubt it. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on Mark Zuckerberg's $100 million to $270 million compound that features a 5,000 square foot bunker, Doomsday bunker? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I'm actually kind of impressed, really. If I had this kind of money, I'd do the same thing. I get a bunker. I'd be the biggest prepper in the world. If I had billions to just burn and it didn't make a difference, yeah, I'd do the same thing. 100%, because things could go wrong. I'm a miniature prepper. I have some food resources and things of this nature. I'm a miniature prepper. I'm like a casual normie prepper. A lot of you guys out there are much better than I am, and I think Mark Zuckerberg might be the biggest of all. And I'm sure one thing they didn't talk about as I close, I'm sure there's weapons in that bunker. Oh, yeah. You're not going to have no 5,000 square foot underground bunker with steel doors and no weapons. That doesn't make any sense. There's going to be security. There's going to be guard towers, watch towers, and he'll have a few things to protect his wife and 3 kids for sure. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.